I'm an army brat, so my dad did about 37, 38 years service in the army. Because of that, we were constantly moving every couple of years. Moving around a lot did kind of create something in me with this whole, I want people to like me, because everywhere I'd have to go, I'd need people to like me in order to make new friends. Because it is kind of a performance-based job, being put in a situation where all of a sudden I was on display to other people, which I'd never experienced before. I think some days if I just didn't hit the laugh every day or get the funny moment every day, especially when you're feeling stink, you think, well, then why are you here? They're going to replace you. There'll be someone funnier, there'll be someone this. And I think I've always struggled with whether I'm good enough to be there. That's why I laugh and I cry sometimes.
Kia ora, I'm Millie Kerr, and welcome to the second series of Treading Water, where I interview a range of different people about their mental health journeys. Today, I'm speaking to Tegan Yorwarth.
With people having that much access to you and being able to contact you in any way, shape or form, whether it's on the text machine, whether it's in your Instagram DM. 1 minute I'm the funniest girl on radio, but the next day I'm the worst person they've ever heard on radio. Why the fuck do you have a job? You only have a job because you have big tits. I could be saying something and I'll think it's like a really funny story and someone will text in, shut the fuck up, Tegan. And you just go, oh. And or they go, you're such a dumb bitch, Tegan. And despite having a ton of positive comments before that or sandwiched around that one, I tend to hyperfixate on that one comment. Sometimes I don't care, I'll just post that person's comment and just say, stuff that guy, whatever, or cheers, bro. But it just has to catch you on the wrong day and the wrong moment, and it can make you feel from here down to here. I didn't know how to navigate being happy on air and not so happy off air. It took so much out of me to be a certain way, it was making me feel even worse. And because I'm very self-conscious, especially in the last year with so many people having so much to say about my body and the way it looks and how it's changed. People call me fat, people say I'm pudgy, people say, oh, you've put on a few extra pounds. I think I do start to believe it, and I think it's not until random moments like taking photos with my friend that I've realised I've believed the things that people say to me.
Well, when did you think, I've got depression, I've got anxiety, and what made you see someone about it?
I think I realised when I didn't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to go outside, I didn't want to do anything. Even when I was with friends, I was still alone in my own thoughts and head, and I've always felt like I was drowning and that I couldn't get a handle on a single thing. Imagine you're in a hole, but it's so steep that you can't even grab onto anything, and the more and more you're grabbing at the walls to try to climb out of it, the dirt just keeps falling down, and it's like you just can't get out. It's just you're just stuck in this hole, and you're just like, well, fuck, I might as well just give up, It really started to isolate me from my friends because it was easier to not go interact with people or not do anything else. It took a lot of friends to say, that's not normal, you're not all right, and then me to recognise I feel like absolute shit and I can't function, I don't want to do anything. That's when it kind of clicked for me, something's not okay. I think initially though, I thought it was birth control. I thought, I'm having these really low moods. I must need to get a less hormonal one or something like that. So I did that and absolutely nothing changed. I still was feeling like the pits. So it would have taken 3 months or so for me to realise, oh, okay, maybe I need to see a doctor and see if this thing's actually working. And lo and behold, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression.
Was the doctor helpful?
Yes, actually, she was. She was really helpful and sort of pushed me to seek counselling or whatever through work, because I was fortunate enough that my work provides a few free sessions. Initially, she didn't want to put me on any medication. She wanted me to just sort of figure some stuff out first, but eventually I did go on medication and I still am on that.
Did you find therapy, seeing a counsellor, helpful?
I did. I think I think finding a good counsellor or therapist is kind of like finding a boyfriend. You kind of have to go on a few dates before you find your like knight in shining armour. You don't always get it right on the first go.